Welcome everybody. I've done this video. It's a tutorial video to help you how to deal with more than one opponent if you're training on your own, okay? It's tricky because I know everybody's different. I don't know what equipment you've got and I don't know what space you've got to train in either. So I was quite fortunate to actually be given this dummy from a friend of a friend. So I sit him next to the Bob here to work on dealing with two opponents. Obviously if you have got a lot of money or if you've got a lot of space, get 2 or 3 Bobs, if you're on your own. Obviously with a partner, it's better, especially even more if you can get 2 or 3 partners because you can do flash drills. And I'll do that on another video, but I thought I'd do this video for those of you that are training on your own, just to give you some ideas how you can improvise to try and do these drills. Because before I had these 2 dummies, I've got a bag up the top there. And what I did is I had the bag located quite close to the wall, and I had one of those wall mounted dummies which I've put in the training equipment page just to show you what they are, because they're a bit cheaper than these dummies. So I had the bag and I had the wall mounted dummy, so I could do this drill that I'm going to show you up there as well. But again, you could just pretend that there was someone in front of you and work your bag that was the pincer movement coming to your side. You just got to improvise a bit. It's certainly a drill that's worth adding to your regime, because obviously this pincer movement does happen a lot, and as you know, it's happened to me, so it was certainly something I wanted to know how to deal with should it happen again. Again, same thing guys, if you're dealing with one, I would say run away if you've got the opportunity, but dealing with more than one, the odds are stacked against you. You need to look to escape. Don't believe the stuff you see in the movies. I have known some people take on more than one and be successful, but I would always say just look to get the hell out of there, honestly. As I said, you don't know what these people are capable of. So although we're drilling this, don't think that once you know how to do it that you can do it. I would still advise you to get the hell out of there, okay? So there's 2 ways of drilling this, okay? And again, it's up to you. I'm not going to stand here and say what's right or wrong. I never have done. I'm just giving you choices, okay? And as I said, what I've learned here, I've learned from people that have used this. So it's been put into practice, so I know that it's worked for them. So you have to kind of look at it and think, well, if it's worked for them, then it can work for us, okay? I'm much more keen on learning from people who have used techniques rather than sort of fairy tales and fantasy stuff that I don't know if it would work. That's what I'm all about here, is just trying to make it work for you to keep you safe. Again, as I said on the introduction video, I'm not going to say that it doesn't work, but I'm not prepared to find out if it doesn't. That's why I'm sort of encouraging you to look at this kind of training. Okay, so again, there's 1,000,001 drills that you could do for more than one attacker, because obviously there's 1,000,001 situations. You have to kind of play around with it, because there's always that what if he's here, what if he's behind you, how deep do you want to go? That's the thing. You have to just make up your own drills and work out what's best for you in the situation, because you could practice this like this, but in reality it might not work out like this. But how long's a piece of string? This is that ongoing question, isn't it, with self-defense. I'm just picking typical attack rituals and obviously stuff that I've witnessed, heard of, or been in. Okay, so rant over. So what I'm going to suggest to you here for drilling, obviously if you have got 2 bags, work the fence as well with 2. Stay back, stay there, and just keep working the 2 of them. Again, I probably wouldn't recommend that you did this too long, because in reality, if you're dealing with 2, the chances of attack are much more imminent than just dealing with 1. I really don't think you'll be able to control this for very long, okay? But it's worth just getting your distance right by trying to control them. Stay there, stay back. And you can kind of do a bit of acting here and pretend that perhaps this one is trying to get round the back, but you've noticed him. Stay back, stay where you are, stay there, okay? So just get used to sort of being assertive again and keep telling him that you've spotted him, okay? That's the first drill, that you can do that and obviously be assertive. The second drill is pretending that you haven't seen him, okay? Kind of luring him into your trap of big heavy strike that I'm going to show you in a minute to take him out. Because the problem is, if you're dealing with this one, obviously at the moment, pretending he's not here, this is the bigger threat. But as soon as he starts to come round my side here, he is a bigger threat than him. So we have to take this one out first before this one. This is why this kind of training is so dangerous. What I said to you, run away, okay? It's up to you. Again, obviously, if you're assertive, you could maybe keep them here, but I doubt they're going to listen to you for long, okay? So the other way is obviously, like I said to you, is, you know, taking them out the fight before they know they're in it. You're kind of luring him in by, you've seen him, but he doesn't know that, okay? So he thinks that he's going to take you out from the side. And then what we're going to do, as soon as we're ready, is take him out before this one. Okay? So what I've done there, instead of changing position to face him, I'm just doing a massive backhand, like a baseball bat, coming in a downward motion to the side of his face. Or to be honest with you, it doesn't matter where you hit him. Just get that motion going. Okay, but I'm not looking at him because I don't want to take my eyes off him. I'm just using my senses almost, that I know where he is. Yeah? So if you drill that just by standing here and just keep doing that, but I'm not taking my eyes off of the opponent in front of me. I don't care at this precise moment what's actually happened to him. As long as I've connected, that should be enough for me to then take this one and then hopefully escape. Again, if there's more, you know, then you're going to have to fight for your life. Okay, obviously this drill's for 2. So I'll go through that again in slow-mo, okay? So I'm dealing with this guy. I've acknowledged that this guy is coming round to my side, obviously in this case in the right. Because remember, you'll have tunnel vision as well if you're actually dealing with this for real. So your vision will be narrowed, okay? So you've got to kind of recognise that you might not have such a wide vision. So I'm taking him out without taking my eyes off of this one. So in slow-mo, I'm here in my fence trying to talk the situation down. I've lured him into the trap, and then I'm just going to do this big backhand to the side of his, you know, again, he might not be facing this way. I appreciate that. It's that 1,000,001 thing again, but it's still going to hurt him wherever you hit him, even if you hit him in there. I would encourage you to come downwards in this motion, because then you know that you will hit him. If you come up, you could miss. So I'm going to come down on him. Yeah, I don't care where it hits him really, to be honest with you. I just want him out of the way. Ideally, you want to come downwards towards his face, you know, to around his chin. But it doesn't matter where you hit him with, as long as you hit him somewhere down with the side of your arm like that. It really doesn't matter. You just want him to be taken out with surprise. That was the law, bringing him in, okay? And then you'll notice as soon as I've done that, I'm actually hitting him with the same hand. Straight in, okay? Rather than doing the whole 1-2 thing. Again, it's up to you. You know, you might feel more comfortable doing that. I just prefer to keep this hand up and hit with the same hand. The other thing is, guys, as I said to you, if you're in a real situation, you do want to kind of go with your stronger hand. So if yours is a right, then that's the one you want to be hitting with. You know, if people are coming towards you, there'd be no point me hitting people with my left if I know my right's a stronger shot. Okay, so 1, 2, and then obviously you will need to go to a guarded position. So I'm working on the assumption here that I am trying to talk this down, you know, with a fence. So I'm going in for the, you know, the sort of preemption again here. Obviously with this one, he might be shocked, and then I'm going to strike him straight away. You know, don't hang about here, don't hesitate. You know, at the end of the day, you might hit him and he might, but he's still a threat. So I would take both of them out personally. And again, if you think that's being over the top, you know, I respect your opinion, but are you prepared to find out, you know? Because as soon as you take him out, he might come into you. He might not think, oh God, I'm scared. You know, you don't know what he's going to think. He's still a threat if he's here. So take them both out. Yeah? It's not meant to look pretty, guys, you know? It isn't pretty. It's just designed to be effective, that you take him out and then him and then get to safety. If there are still more of them, then obviously, as I said to you before, you need to just hit anything that moves. And you can drill that too. It's better again with a partner because they can come inwards. You have to kind of assume they're just coming in. But I would encourage you to work from right to left and then back right again. Don't go into them, because if you go into this one, it gives him an opportunity to come in and batter me. I'm just going to hit anyone that comes near me. Yeah? I don't want to go in and concentrate too much on one particular guy. I just want to defend this space. Obviously it's difficult on your own because these aren't moving. I appreciate that, but there's nothing to stop you drilling it, okay? So just stay in this stance. 1, 2, 1, 2. And again, I would probably go with the cross because of the range on it, okay? You could still hook, but I would probably recommend that you go in with a cross for this kind of training, okay? And again, it might be worth drilling this side, sort of downward strike. I haven't really got a name for it. Backhand, I suppose, you know? It's just a backhand. But obviously just drill it with your bag or your dummy and just start off light. And then as you get more used to it, make it more surreptitious. Yeah? Okay, you want to work on it first so that it's all coming from that hip. I don't want to, you know, do a big, for real, I just want it to be instant from my fence. And then straight into the other guy. Okay? That's my advice, that's what I learned. Again, as I repeat, it's not pretty, it's not meant to look pretty, it's just designed to get you to safety, okay? I've just thought I'd do this video quickly for those of you that haven't got a partner to work with. Again, you could do that on a bag, just make your own thing up. And if you haven't got anyone else or another bag, just pretend there's someone else in front of you. Yeah? Make your own thing up, you know, but really don't get caught up in combinations. Again, not telling you what to do, it's just my advice. Just hit anyone that comes near you. So in this instant, we're just going to just keep hitting, just once. 1, 2, 1, 2, with your best shot. So whichever hand you're better with, hit. And then, you know, always be looking for opportunity to run, to escape. But for drilling, everything in the shot. Obviously now we're from a guarded position, okay? Obviously I know it's confusing because all the other drills were going from our fence, but there'd be no point putting up a fence after you've hit 1 or 2 of them, because they're not going to fall for that, are they? So you could use the fence in the first instance to control it. Like I said, take him out, and then anyone else that's coming near you, if you can't escape, defend yourself, you know, put one hand up to guard and just strike anyone that comes near you. Yeah? That's my advice. Don't go forward into them because you risk being taken down or swarmed. Too much time on one guy risks the others swarming you. Okay, I'm not going to say I'm not going to do that anyway. Again, you know, I don't have the answer. I'm just teaching you what I've learned, and it makes sense. And I've seen this work. I don't know if you've read the text on the site. I've actually seen someone do this. It was funny in a funny kind of way. But he just stood there, and anyone that come near him just caught one, and they all gave up. You know, he didn't go in for the kill on any of them. It's just if they came near him, he hit them, and they were all running away. You know, scratching their heads and shaking their jaws. So, you know, again, you know, I've seen it work, it was effective, and I kind of you know, I mean, the guy should have run away, really, to be honest with you, because he was well outnumbered, but he chose to stay there, and that's what he did, you know. So it might work for you too, but I would still say, if I had this distance, guys, I'm off, you know. I'm not going to pretend I can take 2, 3 or 4 people. If you've got any opportunity to run. But drill this one, okay, if you're on your own. Get this motion going. Obviously practice both left and right, but again, do it from your fence, because that's where you'll be from. Don't do it from a guarded. We're doing this one from a fence. Yeah, this backhand. And come downwards like a baseball bat. And it really doesn't matter, because obviously some of you might be thinking, oh, I want to make sure that fist hits his jaw. Don't worry about it too much. As long as you're close enough, it doesn't really matter what bit of it hits him. The whole side of your arm there can be a weapon here, okay? Because we're going with the surprise thing, all right? If you did go with the other option to keep them both from your fence, you know, they are gonna go, and you need to decide which one to hit first. You could perhaps do the same thing. Can't we talk about this? Yeah, just make up your own drills, you know? But again, hopefully it all makes sense. You either got to lure them in for the backhand, this one, or keep him here with this one, where you can strike him with your preemptive strike, but you're going to have to do 2 preemptive strikes pretty quick. Can't we talk about this, guys? You with me? Okay, I hope that helps. Again, you know, it was quite a quick video that I just thought I'd knock up for you guys, just to see if it helps. Again, I know I've got the 2 dummies here. If you've got that, great. Position them where you want, left hand, right hand, doesn't really matter. But don't get into the habit of letting this one get too far past you. You don't want him past you here. You want him, you know, if you're going to throw that strike, you need him no more than, I'd probably say, you don't want him to get past 90 degrees. Definitely not, because of the tunnel vision thing as well. So you want him to be about here. So don't be doing the strike from here, you know, because that would be too late. He probably would have taken you out by then. Does that make sense? So you want to be about here. Yeah, and as I say, just get that backhand working. You could drill that lots of times. If you're on your own, do your strikes in front of the mirror. Just pretend, you know, that there's no one there, someone there, sorry. Okay, I hope you liked this video. I hope you found it useful. And as I said, just, you know, as again, every situation's different. Again, you know, it's what if he's here, what if he's there, you know, who knows, you know. But these drills will help you to deal with that. And again, I know they look a bit ferocious and barbaric, but as I said, you know, these situations are not pretty. So you need to make your own choices. If you've got a partner, I will do a video that what we were training with a partner, but this one's just to help those of you that don't have a partner. Okay, I hope you like it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.